fabulous job with your writing. And today we're going to talk about something to add a little bit to our writing. Sometimes when writers write, they don't have a lot of description in their writing, and we need to add some description to that. An easy way to do that is to just add adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. A refresher from first grade: nouns are, it could be a person, place, or thing. So it could be such things as teacher, the school, a pencil. And sometimes when we use those in sentences, it can be kind of boring. So we want to use adjectives to make them a little more descriptive and exciting to hear about. So maybe instead of saying, my teacher teaches me reading, you can say, my smart teacher, my intelligent teacher, and it would go back to, what kind of teacher do you have? And you would say, my smart teacher, and smart would be an adjective. Or for instance, student. What kind of student are you? You can be a wonderful student, you can be a good student, you can be a fabulous student, you can be a hard-working student. All of those words are adjectives that help describe the word student. Same with pencil. What kind of pencil do you have? Do you have a sharp pencil? Do you have a dull pencil? Do you have a yellow pencil, a pink pencil, a red pencil? All of those words describe pencil are adjectives. Same with a place, like for instance school. What kind of school do you go to? I go to a public school. What kind of school is it? A public school. And that would be an adjective. It's very simple to catch on to adjectives. When you start using them in your writing is going to be, it's going to look much better than what it does now. You're doing a great job, but I think it's time for us to begin adding description to our writing. Here's going to be a short clip about adjectives for you, and we're going to be doing a lot more activities to help us understand adjectives better. I hope you enjoy.
For several weeks, Marcella, the writer, had noticed that Armando, the artist, was acting strangely. You see, most artists want people to look at their pictures, but Armando looked as if he were trying to hide his paintings. He would wrap them in his coat or in a large piece of paper, and he seldom ventured from his apartment unless it was a time of day or night when only a few people would be on the street. And the look on Armando's face, it was so sad. Just looking at him made Marcella feel sad too. Finally, she just couldn't stand it any longer. So several days later, early one morning, she went up to Armando and asked him what was wrong. At first, Armando didn't want to talk about it. But after he saw that Marcella really was interested, he unwrapped one of his pictures and said,
"This is what's wrong. I'm supposed to be an artist, but my paintings don't have any oomph. They just sit there. They don't say anything special. Oh, it just makes me unimaginably sad."
And then poor Armando began to cry bitterly. And sure enough, when Marcella looked at the painting, she could see that Armando did have something to cry about. She had to admit that it was quite awful. But then she had an idea.
You know, Armando, I think I can help you. As a writer, I work with words. And if you thought about a special kind of word, an adjective, as you painted, I'll bet you could paint beautiful pictures.
Armando suddenly perked up.
"Oh, tell me about those adjectives. I have a feeling they'll be the answer to my dreams."
Well,
responded Marcella,
the first thing you need to know is that adjectives are words that tell about nouns. Now, a noun is a word that names a person, place, or thing, right?
To be sure.
Okay, then. Look at that tree over there. The word tree is a noun, but that single word doesn't tell us very much because there are so many different kinds of trees. But if we say maple tree, we tell what kind of tree it is. Because the word maple tells us what kind of tree we're looking at. It's an adjective. Put another way, an adjective can tell us what kind. Now, Armando, if you were to paint a picture of that tree, you would probably do a better job by first asking yourself, what kind of tree is it? Then, instead of just painting any old tree, you would paint a maple tree.
Well, that's exactly what Armando did. And the results were simply wonderful.